Hi guys, T here with a quick vlog to let you guys know what's been going on. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, and I know not everybody watches D&D Stories' Facebook, but you may have noticed that we were doing D&D Stories like every other day for a while, and then I went silent for like 12 days. That is because my fiance Bree got very, very sick, so I had to stop and take care of her. She got what is called RSV, which is a respiratory something virus. It's around this area here. And she was just like, had the plague, like laying on the couch, sweating, endlessly coughing, no sleep, all up in her sinuses, all up in her nose, just irritated lungs, irritated this little button here that makes you cough. Just the worst cold she's ever had. She's never been sick 12 days in a row in her entire life, and she's still getting better now. We went to urgent care. They sent us away and said more fluids and did jack diddly. We went to the ER once she couldn't sleep anymore, and we got a whole bunch of cough suppressants, and she's been rotating through tons of different drugs and medications and other fun stuff. I try not to look when there's, a shelf of things that she's taking right now. But RSV is usually only found in infants and small children, so it's very unusual for an adult to catch it, much less incubate it and show all these symptoms. So she has been completely and utterly miserable since like January 2nd or January 3rd. What is today? I don't even know. It's, January 13th, so about 10 days actually. But, yeah, it has been absolute misery here at the TheWriter household. And we had relatives bringing us homemade soup. We made homemade chicken noodle soup ourselves. We ate all of our food. I was making runs to Menards and the drugstore and all these different places, just trying to make sure we have like tissues with the aloe in them for her poor nose, and to make sure we have food that has protein in it. And she's been snatching at sleep for, like I said, 10 days now. So I caught a lesser version of whatever she had. I think I got like a regular cold out of it. And, I get lightning bolt colds where I am down and out for about 12 hours and then I get better. But I've been focusing all my energy on taking care of her. And finally, after we went to the ER and got some like proper diagnosis to see that she didn't have like strep or mono or any number of other like throat things, we went to a primary care provider, and she said, yeah, it's RSV, and seen in small children. And again, she had diagnosed like 14 other people with this virus since New Year's, all of which were small children. And you can guess what Bree does for a living. She takes care of small children before and after school in like their, not really a daycare or a YMCA program, but like if you show up too early for school, or if your parents can't pick you up until 6, that space of time, she takes care of kids at an elementary school during all that. And, she was probably around a bunch of kids that had it and were coughing all over her and stuff like that. And she caught the mega plague. So it has been absolute misery here for a while. Now, we have hit the turning point, obviously. I'm here recording, and you don't hear anybody coughing their lungs out in the next room. So I did want to stop and thank you guys for something. Bree and I went grocery shopping today. Like I said, we ate ourselves out of house and home because we couldn't leave the house. There was just no way. We finally got up enough to go grocery shopping today, and my Google AdSense turned over this morning. So this month's pay and last month's pay were deposited into my bank account. And you can imagine how much money we make here when I'm between jobs and Bree is out sick for 2 weeks, so exactly zero. And then this giant chunk of change landed so we could go buy food. You know, we are not poor. We're first-time home buyers, and, you know, like I said, we go for a 2-week instance. You know, I was getting ready to go pull money out of my savings, but Barry's my editor. Barry, take a screenshot of my Google AdSense, the money I make from YouTube. Take a screenshot of that so the people can actually see how much money I made. And then I'm going to give you our grocery receipt. I want you to put those side by side so they can see. We basically got like 3 weeks or a month's worth of food, and we spent like $4 because of you guys, because you're watching my videos and hitting the like button and leaving comments and socializing on the D&D Stories Facebook, etc., etc. Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, I sit in front of a camera and talk, and this was just in the nick of time while we were down and out and our pantry was getting pretty empty. I thought I was going to have to start bothering relatives or turn over some of my stocks or reach into my savings account or something. And, you know, you guys, you have no idea. It's hard to quantify because not a lot of YouTubers will show you how much money they're making. I don't make a ton of money, but with me doing rapid episodes of D&D Stories and you guys tuning in, we bought like almost a month's worth of groceries just now and spent $4. So we didn't have to like send ourselves into the tank by $300 because of you. So thank you very much. Bree's been very sick, not working. I'm between jobs because I don't get along with people. And you bailed us out, every one of you that stays and listens and, like I said, hits the like button. I'm talking in circles. I am very humbled because I know how many people, how many hundreds of thousands of people are here on YouTube, and, you know, a fraction of those people make some money from YouTube, and a fraction of a fraction of a fraction can do this for a living. I'm not at the level where I can do this for a living, and I don't imagine I ever will be. But during this instant, during this weird alignment of the planets where the plague came to our house and we ate all of our food, and I was going to have to start digging into savings, my YouTube AdSense turned over. And thanks to you guys, I didn't have to fuss with anything. We just went and we got food, and we spent $4. So it's a good feeling. So I just wanted to stop and say thank you, and to explain the big long silence. D&D Stories will continue, hopefully on schedule, and I'll keep doing some Skyrim, like you guys asked me to. If there's anything in particular you'd like to draw my attention to as far as upcoming videos, please sing out in the comments. But I just wanted to stop and say thanks, because this here is thanks to you guys. There is food in my pantry. So thank you very much. So I'll see you guys on the next D&D Stories. Thanks again.